we don't doubt that either, because we have no idea what they're. I mean, we saw the interview with Mzinho saying that he could be just as good as Senzu. He said it kind of plainly, like as if it was obvious.
Big claim.
It is a big claim, but it's not the first time that they've had to replace their star. So let's see if they can do it one more time.
It's the kickoff on Mirage. We got the crowd still going. We got the Mongols horde full force. And I see tons of Brazilian flags. So let's get it on, shall we? Big opportunity to kind of get the year going for the Mongols. Krakow, they rolled in, claimed themselves, not a ton of practice. Well, now it's time to put up. Cluj will be that opportunity. It is Fallen with first blood. The Mongols fly out through the apartments, hit the ground, and will try to just zone in on these other 3 CTs. Techno catching MongolZ, and then with half health here between the 2 remaining players, Fallen's nearly dead already. We'll see what else he can offer. He's just distracting for Yuri to strike them from behind. And then a quick move from Mzinho, but it is Yuri's move out through the apartments that really catches them off guard.
Oh, he's going to get a very fast start here for the Mongols. Get used to it when you see him on T-sides. They will be running at this, but FURIA can keep up with that pace. Connor's loving the...
It's the first event I've seen these headpieces, Mohan. I'm sold.
Yeah, they're so good. We're used to seeing FURIA with sort of the traveling band and having a bunch of... bringing the drums, basically, to every single country in the world. Well, it's nice to see another team can sort of rally their countrymen together. And there go the drums.
They desired on that one. Make a quick move towards top mid here. Quesarado chopping down a couple. Yeah, keeping it clean. You know, we saved 2 teams for the end of the day that are going to bring a certain aggression to the table. You know, we know that about the Mongols each and every day. Keeping up with that tempo, that pace of the game. Well, I think FURIA like to play into that sometimes too. I'm excited about this head-to-head. I think there's a lot of respect given from Fallen over to the Mongols. Like he said, even back in the Imperial days, he's been clashing with these guys. Thank you. 2-0 start for FURIA. Mongols weren't successfully chipping into the money, so we've got AKs in hand for round 3.
Yeah, well, you know, it's interesting because obviously FURIA, they play in the best CS ever, but it's also a little slower than the FURIA that was, you know, the most fun. But it's a team that wins more. And you have MongolZ to be the real big X factor, bring the opening fights nice and early, and to set the tempo a little bit.
He's kind of outclassing 9-10 at the moment so far this event, but that's kind of what MongolZ does, right? Rookie of the year. Blitz gets a team kill in the middle of all that, and yet the Mongols still find themselves in a winnable spot. It's 9-10's health down by half. Same could be said about MongolZ, who just tucks in here. Not much you can do about it, losing vision like that. Bomb is still all the way back at the top of middle, though. Always a dangerous game to try to push that gap. And they're worried about any kind of a flank, so the Cat player just keeps on going.
Ooh, they got to start this attack, actually. A little awkward. 9-10 really wants to run to this.
Fallen just allowing them to jump out, but in doing so, you give Mzinho a little real estate to work with, and look what he does with it.
No, I truly love it. Oh,
can he catch that?
MongolZ was so close to seeing that bomb. But you know what? They are not ready for that timing. There's a small chance he gets into the mix. But in a 1v3, you'd think no way.
But again, right, that element of the surprise, maybe somebody's not ready, but he kind of lets it go, and now just be looking for those exits. So the Mongols find some guns, and the Mongols find some success, hand in hand, those 2 things.
I just love watching them play because they don't take more time than they need for anything. Like, there's a moment where the opportunity they had at hand, yeah, they have to have confidence to say we should go now, but if you made that same decision in 20 seconds, maybe the rotations happen. Make the same decision in a minute, maybe they've left again, and that's where most teams will come into it. Mongols just go right away, and yes, they do that every time.
Really alluding to like the Cat push there, right? Kind of separating from the bomb, but still moving up on its own? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Right when they think like there's nothing else to do, let's keep going. Mongolians come in all shapes and sizes.
Okay. Catch me out there tomorrow then. You know, it was such a treat watching Mongolia kind of take center stage for Counter-Strike in Asia. peek out into all new levels. Damn near won the Austin Major.
Yeah.
It was scary to see the Senzu news because it just kind of shook the world. Will they get back to that level? That was sort of the question. Can you truly replace a piece like Senzu? Well, that's still yet to be seen, but...
A team that stays together like this, and you'll always see like, oh, like the 5th best player on the team will be the guy who keeps getting replaced.
Sure.
And that's when the team kind of falls apart, because the original support guy was always the guy. Well, MongolZ, they go the opposite direction. Let's replace our most important star player piece every single time.
How many roster moves have left you scratching your head?
They make it work.
No head to scratch for Yakindar because it gets taken cleanly off. The moment he tries to make that cap play happen, there's a lot of bodies here for FURIA inside connector.
And look at this, not wasting any more time.
Once again, MongolZ just skating by, but as that smoke fades, it's still a chance for them to turn around and duel back. Always ready in those frantic ones, but we get this apartment push from Fallen, and if only he's able to finish off Techno, that's a good amount of control. It's a 2v2 that could have been, but instead, MongolZ just keep signing up for these fights.
You have to love it. Who's doing that off their first window smoke? It's not even refreshed. They're taking that control, they're finding their kill right away, and they're immediately moving into this idea literally before FURIA have time to think. I mean, the longer a round goes on, the more the advantage team has to make a good rotation, to fill a new spot, to find a push that can flank you. Well, here, it doesn't matter how good you are, there actually isn't enough time to do any of those things. You've just got to hold.
Good luck holding.
The other scary part is they really are the Horde. Like, even if they lose a piece or two along the way because they don't.
No, they just keep going.
They just keep going.
They keep going. There's no time to wait. You know, you often hear no man left behind.
Yeah.
Nah, MongolZ will leave one behind.
Yeah.
They got places to go. They got things to do.
Yeah. They're conquerors, man.
They've got a peak to recover to.
They got VRS to grab. Now, they don't talk about, you know, like a PARIVISION, how tired they get from all the, because PARIVISION play these long games. They play every round into overtime. They play every round to its maximum time. They play every tournament for as many rounds as possibly can. And oh, it could be a farm here for Blitz, but it's going to be difficult.
Not bad.
Okay, comes away with 2. They get the B site again.
And they're already inside of a bomb site.
But then on the other hand, you get the MongolZ. They play like the shortest games ever.
Yep.
If they're about to lose a game, they don't even care. They just keep pushing. And then they might just exit last at a tournament or go all the way to the finals. You have no idea, but they do it quick.
You know, Banks was just reminding us in the green room before the game, like, they showed up to Krakow. And MZino very candidly just kind of said, like, nah, we haven't been practicing.
Yeah.
No, the season starts now. Like, we're going to get into our groove, you know? And well, here we are underway. Because guess what? There's going to be tons of games for them to play throughout 2026. And if you're able to come off of the break really refreshed and still just tap back into your promise, okay, great, you've done it. How impressive. You bomb out of that event? Well, guess what? Now you're in Cluj. Now your fans are already here, ready to go. They've made top 8, onboarding CobraZera successfully in the group stage, and you're going to give him a chance now to really kind of just find his comfort zone.
Dude, I mean, think about a game like Breath of the Wild or Super Smash Bros. Melee. What are the most important things about those games? Stamina management. Okay, and that's what MongolZ do.
This guy looks like a giant piece of popcorn. A buttery smooth start for the MongolZ, 3 rounds straight now. Buttery as well because it's just so slippery. You try to hold them back on catwalk, they just keep moving it in. See if they can contest with FURIA's guns again. Once more, CobraZera to the tip of the spear up catwalk, trying to push it out. Oh, it's instant as Yakindar tries to use that utility to section one off, give himself a little more room to work with, just trying to find an advantage in the gun duel. But by the time that grenade's being thrown, you've already got an AK barrel down your throat.
Yeah, CobraZera might walk out into this. They have the deep con smoke. It would look like a really risky push if KSerrato wasn't already standing in front of it. But for the time being, KSerrato's got a watchful eye on Cat. However, there are no more teammates over here to support MongolZ. If KSerrato doesn't get a target, he won't actually know that this is a B play right now.
I think they're masking.
CobraZera's going to come out, and KSerrato's already gone.
MongolZ finds one at least. Changing attention over towards the cat push.
Ooh, gotta be there. Oh,
okay.
CobraZera.
Not bad, huh? Missed stop shot from 910 could reopen this threat of a retake. But CobraZera leaves his mark here on round 6. Zinho looks to come and bolster the cat control from behind. We do get this clip out from Yuri, and that could genuinely reopen the thought of going for this retake now.
I like the idea of them going cat for this retake. They're gonna boost up. It'll add a couple more seconds, but they know that CobraZera had pushed all the way up it. They scrambled a bit for the plant. The second cat player got picked off.
CobraZera's health, really the fullest bar of what the Mongols have to work with, and we've seen a lot of late burn plays for FURIA. These cheeky Fallen diffuses, but yeah, that first death of the 3 that were remaining is gonna spell disaster here for FURIA. You've allowed Mongols to go up 4-2. Looking for an exit, no, they're gone. It's CobraZera in the back, so he'll survive the bomb for sure, and we will get that 4-2 T-side underway. It's a little sketchy, but he gets still into the next round with that AK.
Safe.
Got a ton of cash now already, right?
Oh my gosh, 2 guys hit 10K just this last round. That is an absurd amount of cash. Kinder fans out. Stacking the beers high. How do they do that on this randomly?
Quite sure.
It's been enough events, we should probably know the strat by now.
Some kind of crowd art. Really wish I could put one of those hats on, but I think people would call me biased. I really just like it for the look.
So it's been a lot of B.
And a lot of opening mid gambits.
Yuri's like, I'm used to getting a little bit more action.
And he's freed up to play closer to the ramp this round, but once again, the Mongols into the top mid boxes.
Bombs coming underpass, so this one could end A for sure.
And it's not operating alone.
Oh my goodness.
He's on it, dude. He is ready to make these rounds happen. Fallen's Famus recovers it back with the wallbang headshot.
The double push, though, this is going to speed up A, I feel like. They just need to get out of underpass. They've just kind of re-cleared inside of middle.
Yeah, those cat players falling back. This is a long rotate from A.
All they want to do is molly cat, start working into connector.
MongolZ still floating around, 910 on the approach. Yuri's still sitting down beneath that balcony on his own in the barrel right there on the edge.
MongolZ might be tempted to look into connector, as much as it sounds crazy, but yeah.
He's going to go for it. They're staying tucked in as well. They don't want to give him this angle.
He'll give a chance. He'll get one shot.
910's going to come look for it.
Oh.
He'll find that op duel before MongolZ can even see it. Certainly can't stop it. 910 goes charging in. They still haven't quite found Yuri. He could slow this down critically at the moment, but Yakindar's been clipped off by 910. Bomb gets scooped back up as the last remaining piece, and Fallen has to go for this long T flank. MongolZ have not stopped winning ever since they got their first taste of it in round 3.
Oh, I can't lie, I really like the decision making, like the flavor that they're bringing right now, and this one does slow down, but I still, within the micro, they're not making a ton of mistakes. They're confusing FURIA for sure. Fallen, I mean, maybe they run into him on their way out. That's possible.
Maybe he goes for another one of these crazy late round retake attempts, because he's been getting away with these things left, right, and center.
There's surely no way that happens again, right?
It's unbelievable how many of these Fallen has been able to pull off as of late.
He did a
fast scramble back last second. No, he has to come off it, he knows. And the bomb's going to at least clear out both.
Okay.
Fallen getting value.
He's so good at that.
He's creating a real bit of aura about those moments, isn't he?
The first time he pulled it off, it was like, wait, how did and then he's done it like for 3 more times. Yeah, 910 is on fire right now. I mean, and again, from the decision making. Sometimes when 910's on fire, it's just like crazy great flicks that he can hit.
Yeah.
But I think so far what we've seen, he's just been really slippery. He just moved right into MongolZ's fight, but on his terms. Took him out from connector to cat. I kind of feel like FURIA need to pause, because as much as they know they're playing against the MongolZ, they're clearly actually not ready for this pace at all.
Yep, I agree.
They seem like a little bit too foggy to be starting this game versus a team that's willing to play this fast.
MongolZ been waiting all day to get into the server, and they have not wasted a moment since they've gotten into the gun rounds. While 910's hitting critical shots, you've also still got CobraZera moving through and finding fast headshots too in the middle of it. Yekindar ready for the cat challenge, but it's KSCERATO to find first blood here. Man advantage gone, just like that. Cobra doesn't waste bullets.
You can't see anything. How's he getting these kills?
It activates the other side of that A-split. 910's here to pick up the slack within middle, and again, just so ready to swarm. So ready to move forward as a unit, as a pack, as we've always loved the MongolZ.
Wow, we have seen great moments from CobraZera in his very latent history, but he's actually still getting better very quickly. The level of confidence, and even though we didn't see it from his perspective, when he got that kill on Cat, he had about one bullet to get that frag before that head disappeared off of the ledge. Instantly got that, instantly into the second kill. And what I always said about Senzu, actually, one of his greatest qualities is he was so good at smoke spams. He was so good at using his ammo
to
go for wall banks, to go for smoke spams. CobraZera brings a little bit of that too here.
Now, what a good round to highlight that point. It's a fair comparison. Sorry, MongolZ, this save is not guaranteed. He's going to double back. He's going to fight for this, but they'll sweep him under the rug like every other player of FURIA. 6 rounds consecutive for the MongolZ. And another one where CobraZera leaves an early mark. He damn near got a third one as well. That second smoke spam kill was right there for the taking.
This is the kind of exciting CS we need to cap the night off. 6 G rounds in a row here for the MongolZ.
KSCERATO solo M4, MP9, Desert Eagle sprinkled in. They're going to try to get it going towards top middle again. This time Blitz caught off, but CobraZera right through the smoke once more.
Big, it's instant, it's smoke, but it's right away. He has been controlling middle.
Techno makes contact with the connector players. Full commit to the spray down. Confident he's going to get there. And it's a headshot on top of it. So you've dropped KSCERATO's M4. It's an irretrievable position towards top middle. You've got the MongolZ still just creeping through the apartments and looking to come and join up with the bomb. Yuri has to push off the site. You know, you said earlier, Yuri's used to getting a little more action. He's been freed up to make moves, but there's just never anybody nearby.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be fun if you were a B player, if you were winning more rounds, but so far everything MongolZ want to do works. And this, he's flanking. He's flanking the guys who are going A. They're already in the site now. Fallen's not going to see anything. Right, they've taken both sites. Would you look at that?
Yeah, Fallen can't hide from it. That's Techno's 3rd kill this round.
Bomb has been planted.
Yuri just wants to get some value out of this MP9, but when he finally sees somebody, it's just the leg extending top con. So they know where he is. They're going to dive bomb him into jungle. No fear from the MongolZ. And no reason to be afraid of this FURIA either. 7 straight. FURIA have been trying to adapt. They've been trying to sign up for these fights, but on an individual level, there's not a rifler on FURIA that is sharper than CobraZera in this moment. Yeah. And on top of that, he's well supported by 910's op.
Yeah, 910. Mzinho's getting trades. Techno showing off some of his mechanics. I mean, a lot of the engine is online here for the MongolZ. Sometimes you get random slow starts out of a FURIA, and they can mature into a game, absolutely. They're so good now that you can never just say, like, they're going to blow up their spot and lose the whole map. Kind of just waiting for that time, but that's why I just felt like, attack pause, just to mentally get back into it, because they have the ideas. And here is one of them. A double op setup. Last time Fallen brought this into a round, he outshone MongolZ. New part-time offer, but
there we go.
There's MongolZ's opener. That's actually huge for the program because now Fallen is freed up. They've already got the MongolZ kill. They can try to track his rotation, but they have no idea Fallen's out here with 1-2.
Kindar will be clipped though. 9-10 just doing his own thing.
That's actually so brazen. You see, Connector wasn't even smoked. MongolZ could have easily rotated over there. And right now, I mean, Fallen can't leave his position. He's got to lock down B.
This would not be the first 4 versus 5 that the MongolZ bounce back into. They have not made any of these moments easy for FURIA. And they're kind of hard to pin down because everybody starts to get so squirrely. MongolZ still have Palace control. They're throwing utility out towards apartments. The bomb is rotating back, all while 9-10 still remains in this earned perch.
This comes down to when he starts walking here. Blitz stops early. The thing is, he still has the bomb. He's still a huge liability the longer this clock goes down. This next duel could be everything. How are they going to recover this if Yuri gets this kill?
Yeah, tough shot.
Oh, and Yuri starting to peel back out of the ramp, which serves as a bait. Oh, too late.
Really found out. Blitz, yeah. Catching him a moment after Mzinho's punished. It's a 1v4 attempt for Blitz. He's 1 kill into it. He can somehow force a retake by killing this ticket player, then maybe things get weird, but tagged by the op. Fallen gets tapped out of the round. KSerrato top stairs, still keeping that head tucked. What if his position gets read? Imagine. Blitz really gives that one all he can, tries to keep FURIA on their toes, and they'll finally find their 3rd round win, but with only 2 players surviving.
Yeah, it's a good round for FURIA overall. They're still going to need to be a bit more from them. And there aren't that many rounds left in this half. But it's not like they imposed their will on MongolZ this round. They just played a default that kept up with them in a few different positions, which is totally fine. This really hasn't shown us the massive confidence we know that FURIA can show us. But it does start out with one quick opening from MongolZ. That's huge, and then Fallen hasn't revealed himself yet, right? No, I guess he would have because they heard MongolZ opping in CT, and he killed Fallen inside of the window.
Scary though, the thought of that bomb potentially of going down with the double op retake needed, but doesn't wind up being the reality. So how much more can FURIA extract from the CT side? 2 rounds to play out. That double op still the formula they bring to the table, and it's going to be Fallen freed up to go for a deeper peek.
This is interesting, though. I mean, 9-10.
With a Glock.
With a Glock. Brother!
Woo, he almost
hit that, though.
Clips one over top of the stairs.
That would have been nuts.
That would have been the nasty combo.
Yeah, well, Fallen still gets posterized somehow.
How does he read that so well?
I don't know how he knew the op was
there.
there.
Him. There's no way he saw him.
Definitely knew, though. Maybe he heard the scope or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe that double op that we're talking about isn't so tricky. Maybe the MongolZ know what it does when it's out there.
True. They would have had to use it somehow, so maybe there was a read.
Because otherwise, that's a hell of a swing to take with a Glock.
Absolutely.
Like, Yuri's been floating pretty forward on this bomb site as well with a rifle. Imagine how foolish 9-10 looks if he swings that with a Glock and it's Yuri's M4.
That's why it couldn't have been a guess.
Fire at Yuri's feet. Speak of the devil.
Speaking of not hearing things.
It'll get traded back by Techno still. Numbers strong into the A play. We've got this slow anchor in KSerrato stuck on a B bomb site. MongolZ, what can you do about it? That is crazy. Opens it up. Of course, safety of that triple stack for the bomb planter, but still, what if he goes for the wall bang off of that?
Oh, they're just playing.
Controlling the murder hole. KSerrato is actually still going to linger and gets one, but it is going to be FURIA to forfeit this round. The MongolZ securing at the very least an 8-round T side.
The trade game is unbelievable. I mean, they're just going for scraps right now in this half. It's a total dominance right now for the MongolZ. And it'll be no rounds back-to-back besides the pistol and anti-eco here for FURIA.
Krakow, the Mongols were able to win their map pick of Mirage, but that affair was a 13-11, so they barely squeezed it out. I suppose there is still time for this scoreline to get close, but it just doesn't feel like that.
Go back in the server. Nino's also Brazilian. Cobrazera.
What's going on?
They almost have more Brazilians than FURIA.
What the hell is going on?
Put that one together.
A for effort.
Isn't it the wrong section?
Yeah, kinda, but hey,
Okay.
it's about options.
Yeah, right. It's a numbers game. MongolZ will have his event coming up.
Oh, you mean PGL Astana? You mean where he made his playoff debut?
Yeah, right.
Well, he's going back a tournament winner. And a certified Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
Also has to end up being one of the most, shock successful roster moves when you consider the reactions of the pundits when it happened.
Yeah, my reaction, not good.
We were quite literally laughing in the club when that news broke. Amala who?
But as they talked about on the desk, that storyline is long dead. This
Yeah,
team
for sure.
This team is just a good-ass team right now.
It's the only team that could actually break through in the year of vitality. Only other team to find a bit of consistency in trophy lifts. One-off round win from beyond the pistol and conversion. Those are the 3 rounds that make up FURIA's CT side.
Not too late to impress here, FURIA. Not too late to win this map back.
One more attempt with a single op setup. Having to forfeit that one. Falling back on an A1S with a smoke grenade. All he's got to offer us here in the final round of their defensive side. 910's gonna go hunting towards this bomb site, maybe feeling like either that op is floating around or whether he could just get the advantage over now fallen back on an M4. But he doesn't get the angle that he's hoping for. Nobody steps into that scope.
It's kind of a crazy looking map because if any of the earlier rounds, this would just be a B-split and the game would be over. I mean, you got Fallen is alone here. He's the one guy watching Cat. They're so heavy towards A.
Nade chips away at Queserado.
They start to get worried about it, actually, because they don't have vision B apps. They haven't seen anything towards A yet. Bomb's coming back here. Blitz going into alert, and Cobrazera with another opening in mid.
We've had to wait a little while to see those frags, but sure enough, he finds another one.
Rotation Queserado over the beam, but man, is this going to be enough? To the back of the site, no cat control.
Yeah,
you got to have your connector players help in this spot. And Blitz is in the window too, man.
Yuri a bit statuesque, sitting beside the connector entrance. It will still be a moment here for MongolZ to try to hold it back, but his support systems are offline. It is all him, right here, right now. And while blind misses a shot, they will hunt him down.
What a flash. So blind.
The Mongols just ravage that B bomb site. Blitz takes a second to let Cobrazera get back into the kill feed. He instead will turn his attention over to the final frag up catwalk. A lot of these rounds throughout the T side feels like the Mongols can just do no wrong. And a lot of these rounds end up banking off of Cobrazera, a 12-6 T side for his stage debut.
Stage debut, absolutely perfect. 10 out of 10 so far. Lots of opening duels. Never blocked anybody, never missed a nade, never gotten away, never slowed down the round, never looked nervous on a spray. I was a T side here versus a staunch competition. So excellent start here. Cobrazera. Further proof that Senzu is in position. Mzinho saying he could be as good as Senzu. All these statements just seem crazy. But not everything needs a reaction. Sometimes you just have to sit back and observe.
Queserado really trying to be the beacon of hope for the FURIA camp. Also 12 kills for his half. Kind of piecing up some holds inside of Connector, always bringing down a couple bodies, but never being able to stop the entire pack. That's the difficulty of dealing with the MongolZ. They are a pack. They trade fast and they move even faster.
FURIA looking a little bit low energy, a little bit deflated right now. Aurora talked about coming into the server and feeling, you know, like the attitude before anything even starts. It's just sometimes the damp mood, and you just know it's not going to be a great day. It feels like with FURIA, it's just not the day they were looking for.
Certainly not the CT side they wanted. Techno's going to churn through Fallen. Kindar's third kill of the map opens up the B site, but only momentarily, dead at the hands of Blitz. Kindar trying to make something of this with his Berettas. FURIA pause for a second to just confirm the further presence. CobraZera, yeah, plays confident. Swings wide, cuts off Yakindar, stops him at 2, and now Yuri's answer back. A 1v3 with no bomb possession. A flash that misses Yuri's eyes. He almost had an opportunity there to chop down 9-10 to size.
They're all still willing to peek him. He's going to get lots of chances here. He's just going to have to hit that headshot right away.
And at a certain point, he's going to have to jump off that ledge and go and grab this bomb.
9-10's now got the cross, so Cobra can kind of stand it there and still not be in the open necessarily. Double swing will take place.
We're still thinking.
Can try to fake the drop if he wants, but...
Oh, where is Mzinho? He just doesn't know. As he comes wide, now he confirms it. Both players on site. That opens the potential for the window drop. Yeah, he's piecing this together. Gives himself a bunch of chances. Good on Yuri to try to milk that for all it's worth, but it just winds up being 2 survivors for the MongolZ and double digits for the MongolZ. 13 rounds into play.
Perfect game mechanics.
Heku!
Oh, Heku. Just gotta be an Oz.
It's funny, this Latvian flag, suddenly Heku shows up. Well, cue up the conversion because FURIA aren't coming into this one with a force buy, and the MongolZ aren't coming into it with any refuge for FURIA. They're not going to give him a moment. They just throw CobraZera right back at them in the apartments. Questions about what he would look like on the stage. Well, it feels like the MongolZ are setting him up for the most success possible. His confidence boiling over as he's up to 4 frags versus the Glocks of FURIA. Sits on top of their bomb. And poor Yakindar is going to have to be fed over to him. He is on the brink of the ace, right there for the taking.
Oh, we saw it?
Yeah, he's got it. All 5 for CobraZera, an ace in his first game on stage.
Yeah.
Sure, they are ill-equipped, but I think it's just a testament to the impact he's found throughout all these rounds of Counter-Strike.
Yes, it's like you kind of unlocked the free ace because it doesn't matter how it went. It just show that your first game on stage was amazing. Everything up until this point earned him this moment. Wow. 11-3 here for the MongolZ. You know, there are strength in numbers. If 3 players, Fallen, Yakinder, Molodoy, are all having a bad game, you can't really call them out. It's a team effort. That's why they lost, right? But jokes aside, it's only Caserado who has a positive KD in this match. I mean, we saw every round that they lost mid and ended up either losing B or A right after that. Top 3 players on FURIA really could not deliver the trades, kept getting caught off guard. Yakinder on Cat. Fallen with null off impact. Molodoy with maybe 1 really good opening pick. Now, I hate to put a microscope on the individual level because I feel like there's just like a team lethargy. It feels like the energy is just not there.
Especially in contrast to the energy that is there for the MongolZ, right?
Yeah.
Not missing a beat throughout this 15th round. 9-10 insta-kill to Fallen. It's confirming presence inside of Connector. This split out through ramps eventually going to come, and when it does, 9-10, meant to be a sitting duck.
Yeah, wow.
Just fights tooth and nail, posts his double, but Yakindar's stairs control's good for 2. What they don't know about is Mzinho down beneath, but the bomb gets caught trying to double back and spawn.
And now,
20 seconds.
Yeah, you got to go get that back. Yakindar's over a Connector as well, not going ramp side. This round's over, actually.
Just when Yakindar's trying to be the savior of the round, Bomb tries to double back because there was options elsewhere, and suddenly you've got yourself all wrapped up in the MongolZ sitting on a 12-3 lead. And that's a weird one because Yakindar's double kill comes
towards
through.
A.
It's not even though like the sandwich player caught them off guard, and damn it, we wrote off that third one. It's Bomb falling back into a mid control that he just didn't have.
It did feel like Yakindar had no idea someone was in sandwich, though, so it's possible he even dies otherwise.
It's just a really deep B main push, right? Apartments all the way to T-spawn. You'd use middle to get into Connector. FURIA just never considered the threat. But in a game like this, with a score like this, with the MongolZ as fluid as they are, you leave empty space and they will fill it.
Had a coffee before this match. It hasn't even kicked in yet.
Oh, I'll put on the tea.
I think that's what the MongolZ did. They just had their caffeine like way earlier.
Fallen burning on the attempt to exit. Yakindar is just jumping through the sky with a knife out. Starting to feel like FURIA need a palate cleanser after this one. They'll be able to take it into their own map pick in a moment, but CobraZera's got a knife out. This guy's just aced you. He has just shredded you on stage in his debut. The MongolZ will not waste a moment here in Cluj-Napoca to upend expectations. 13-3 dismantling of FURIA. Look about them that makes me worried that maybe they're just not in it today.
I think that, but I also think it can't happen on map 2. I feel like they were one good pause with the right combination of words from escaping that lethargy, because I think we know how good FURIA are. They're such a quality team at this point. There's some teams that you know they might crumble and slow down and never get out of the rut. I just don't see that happening with FURIA. For the sake of the game tonight, I mean, we have had a long day. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. Hopefully, FURIA give us a show. It's Dust2. How slow can you really play on Dust2? How can you not wake up on this map? It's like a cold shower.
With the push from 9-10 top middle, sees a little bit of skin heading towards.
Oh,
that's the bomb.
That's a cold shower. Yeah, that's someone just spraying cold water at you from a hose.
That's a sobering moment for FURIA. That's waking up on your neighbor's front lawn to the, like you said, cold hose. No bomb possession. Somehow got to go back and grab this. 9-10, by the way,
why are they still pushing them?
Because they can.
Why are they still pushing?
Because, you know, we could talk about how the reset from FURIA could come through in between these maps, but you know what's not going to have to change whatsoever? The MongolZ attitude in this best of 3.
This is going to be a reference game for the MongolZ, actually. If they keep this up 2 in a row, they do it once. It's kind of a classic thing MongolZ do. If they actually win the series doing this, which is so absurd to think about, there are 2 guys to find. So what's crazy, FURIA are still not out of this, actually. All right.
How about now?
Well, actually, I think Fallen, who's got years of experience. Oh,
and how about now?
No, yeah, that's a good finish. CobraZera
is grinning ear to ear.
He's proud of his new find. Fresh out of the internet cafe, straight to playoffs.
I love the thought that Mara gets out of bed in the morning, looks in the mirror and goes, "You did it again."
That really impressed me sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, eventually we're going to have to give him Coach of the Year.
Yeah, he just looks at the mirror and does finger guns. This guy again. So glad to see you.
Oh, there goes MongolZ.
They're starting to give up.
Nope, they're not allowed. They're not allowed. We'll get this one reset.
Starting to give up.
Quick little technical issue. Sort that out real.
They can't handle the supernova that is the MongolZ. They're like, something must be wrong.
It's got to be. Guys, we lost 13-3. I want a new computer.
We can't explain this. He was in tunnels before we even got there.
Yeah. Also, what a crazy like slide-by sequence. What, 2-3 bullets, double headshots?
Think about how crazy that is, because I don't know if that was run out of spawn versus I guess they must have walked in the back of playground. Did CobraZera ever walk? So deep in that angle. Like, I don't know if he ever walked.
Senzu walk. CobraZera could run. The top of the scoreboard instantly off of the pistol round. Cool as Mongolia has kind of grown its fandom as the Mongols continue to travel these events.
Yeah.
As they've gotten to the top.
I know, that's why I get on the plane.
Popularity of Counter-Strike continues to spread. And it's nothing.
And,
yeah.
I like that. It's the thing that really excites me about different regions, and why I'm so obsessed with different like nationalities and countries playing well. Because once upon a time, there were all these different styles of Counter-Strike.
Yes.
You could specifically reference, and the different periods of time in which they brought them into the main tier 1. And they had to prove with these different types of teams that different styles of play could work. And in different eras, it's been slower, it's been faster. And I'm someone who likes it a little faster.
A little faster.
And in the modern era, people stopped believing that that could work. But then Cadian kind of brought that back a bit. The Mongols proved it again.
Yep.
Right in the face of teams like team like James, and Gambit youngsters, and everything post Astralis just started slowing down to a crawl. Let's get a little bit more perfect. Let's think about the money. Well, suddenly, even though we're still building on everything that everybody has taught us about the game, it hasn't slowed us down. There's been an offensive revolution once again. The fun Counter-Strike is back, and the Mongols are proving that this style can work at the highest level.
The pendulum swings, doesn't it?
It does, and it happens in all sports, and there has to be moments of times where these new styles are proved. Because if they aren't proved by a brave new roster, then you'll just build off what the last best team was doing and try to copy that until it becomes almost a virus, you know, of boring, monotonous, mundane, typical Counter-Strike. Well, they march to the beat of their own drum, and they even bring their own drums.
We're going to be pounding those drums on what could be the highway to victory this evening. Nature of the pistol round meant FURIA had no chance. I don't think that translates to the entirety of Dust2. The MongolZ tap right back into what was winning rounds on Mirage, and that is speed and aggression. And they do it from the CT side, in the pistol at least. Obviously not wanting to throw this advantage, they'll just lean back this round. Smoke grenade comes up and over, threatening that mid-to-B split here from FURIA's force buy. And Blitz is going to just open up that smoke to try to expose backs turned. Good on him. Let's cut down Case Serrato. CobraZera is going to drop his smoke in the doorway. And this has deterred the play so far for FURIA. We got Yuri whittled down to 8 health, dealt with by the USP. Any valiant effort from FURIA to kind of get this round back online has been stopped in its tracks out middle. Not one kill has come through from FURIA despite all that effort to extend out through the doorway. Molodoy's Galil is right there on the brink of finding one, but this could be FURIA just swept away without a single kill in the second round of play.
They desperately need a kill, at least. Even if it has to be Blitz and just an MP9.
Yeah,
got to force some kind of rebuy right now.
It's going to be Glocks on the other side of this one for FURIA. There's no stopping that, which means MongolZ should go ahead and find the next round win unscathed. And they'll do the exact same here in round 2. Still no bomb plants, 5 players alive. You're giving the MongolZ a little bit too much momentum. Oh, sorry, bro, you're a little late.
Yeah, when they're playing next. They're playing next. Stick around. The Immo walkout's going to be legendary. Don't miss it. Four quarters deep. The energy does not stop. I don't know if they got more masks or more people join the troop. But there's more guys that look like you, Connor.
I was just going to say, one of these things is not like the others.
It's infectious.
I mean, how does a story like the MongolZ not get you out of bed in the morning?
Oh, I mean, how could you not be inspired? I mean, for FURIA, I definitely want answers. I want at least like, you know, a post. I want a post-match interview that kind of explains a little bit about what's happening.
Particularly if map 2 is as flat as the first one.
Yeah, and you know,
because then it's kind of inexplicable.
Yeah, it's
at least from the outside.
Yes, for sure. Couldn't tell you. We could kind of precipitate what the answer might be. You know, we just didn't turn on our monitors today. We didn't really.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
Feeling it. Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of step 1, actually.
Right, right. I mean, that's what it feels like. Just they didn't even get step 1 because they haven't proved, like, they haven't shown us anything they can do. We know what they can do, especially on Dust2.
Yeah. Because coming into this game even, you know, I agreed with Jacob on the desk. It does still feel like FURIA are like 10% away from what we know they could do back in 2025. Well, you know, if that was coming into this game, but it feels like that gap from their peak to their reality, at least in this quarterfinal, is just continuing to grow and grow.
Yeah.
That's a worrying sign for a team that I thought we came into the year with obviously such high expectations. So I don't want to keep writing this obituary. We're only 2 rounds into the play.
No, we're actually about 15.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, I forgot map 1 was already finished. That took about 12 and a half minutes. But we'll go back into play, and like we said, with no kills in the previous round, with Glocks here in this one, it's going to be the MongolZ to have another chance to just run rampant. I mean, you saw what happened in the anti-ecos back on Mirage when they're feeling confident. CobraZera's running at you through the apartments on the hunt for the ace.
You've even swinging mid with this M4. I mean, there's a moment at which you surely they're going to regret something like this, but I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No regrets. Blitz on the corner of Catwalk knows better than to extend fully off of this. Not without throwing the grenade first. Soften him up, you know, tenderize the meat. Then shred it.
And he's brought some friends, too.
They're all ready to go behind him. He'll get 3 kills with the MP9, so money made. Great flashbang comes through at least, but it's looking like 4 survive. Yeah, Yakindar dealt with. CobraZera's been sat around waiting for these kinds of moments. We go 3-0 off the block for the MongolZ.
Only dropped that MP9. Must be immaculate.
I'm just going to start chanting.
Yeah, right. All the way into the...
All right. No more jokes. First real chance for FURIA to try to do anything in this game. So far, you've been stomped on. Not yet stepped over. But if it's a flat first gun round, if it looks like the previous rounds of Dust2.
Yeah, and also if 910 is going to be consistent across 2 maps, it's even this bigger threat. I mean, you really have to have MongolZ just show up.
3 players in the face of 910.
There we go, MongolZ.
Yes, sir, gets his. Hopper opens up space for the rifles to push beyond. Mzinho's going to hold it here, but Quesarado trades out effectively. MongolZ's double kill the moment he puts his hands on that op.
They are still going to run at the problem a little bit. I mean, CobraZera is just looking for someone to make any kind of mistake, but the bomb goes down nice and safe, nice and tidy.
No exit guaranteed here. Yeah, Yuri ready to catch him.
Huge.
Couple headshots come through. FURIA forced to wait until they have the guns to find impact, but MongolZ doesn't waste a moment once they get there.
Yeah, I don't think they've shaken off the salt right yet, but this is a nice round, an inspiring victory. They get the op head-to-head win. They move pretty quickly up cat. It's not messy at all. They punish all the exits on top of it. So luckily for MongolZ, they made a lot of money. Get another full buy with an op. Let's see the second player here. He'll know this is a 3-2 setup because MongolZ got the suspicion at least one slip by. I don't think he's going to think 2 did. And that might mean you go a little bit lighter on the protocols and just go right into mid B. I'm not sure. MongolZ really didn't use any utility at all to cross. We're holding on to mid control. We're still setting up, posturing towards the A play.
Really nothing interruptive about this round for the MongolZ. Just kind of banking on Blitz being able to hold this back. He'll drop his smoke well ahead of time at the minute mark.
This Yakinder alert could be pretty important. So it kind of depends how the A-site hit goes. He's looking to prove something in this map as well.
910's off can't be called on just yet. That's going to sit stuck inside of the pit. Blitz has almost used all his utility, but he'll check out that last smoke at now 30 seconds. Frag goes behind it, and Blitz tries to play up by the boxes. Oh, he blindsides one. It's good damage on the player to come through as well, and it's just enough time for MZino to keep his head tucked in on ramp. He'll pop in, try to catch the kill towards boxes, finishes what Blitz started. And there's 910's connection over towards long. Passive off setup pays off. Here's Yuri's answer, but he gets tagged by the wall bang. 910 ready to get it going. Jumping Cobra, Zera's shot.
And there's no time.
So straight up with that frag, a jumping Cobra kill. Yuri hanging on. Oh, they're gonna need that op. Yuri with his best efforts, but 910, so far removed from the bomb site, was ready to leave a mark on that round.
The entire time they kept one on CT on the left side. They took the fights. Blitz did such a great job with utility. The whole time it felt like he knew it was going to be a cap play in the end. He got his kill and a half, even though the trade came down from K-Serrato. Because MZino was alive all this time, 910 never had to turn around. Never had to turn around. And Yakinder's attempt was contingent on that.
Bone's been able to get out to blue box. His flashbangs let them know that. They're going to swing out wide to try to deal with it, and they do. Yuri's not able to hold them back. He's going to try to come wide for the trade frag, but MZino signs up for another fight, and the MongolZ are stomping on FURIA again.
They just can't handle the speed right now.
3 rounds of loss bonus beyond this one for FURIA. Can they get anything in this 3v5? MongolZ's found space at least, walks out through the mid doors. But look how fast they move, man. It's just as confident from the corner of long to get into the pit to go clear fall, and there's no fear in the MongolZ camp right now at all.
MongolZ are mollying out long. They've got 2 players that can't push through. They're going to push after this. But FURIA are taking time to get organized. They're getting picked off in the tunnels.
You don't get time right now versus a MongolZ that are playing like this. You don't get time, you don't get space, you don't get respect.
Yeah, but you do get hunted.
50 seconds to tuck tail and try to walk away with these guns. No guarantees up against the MongolZ so far tonight.
Not going to see anything coming in for the mid B. And I guess between all of the MongolZ players, they just want to use this as a way to bank a lot of cash. And it'll be a 30-second save here for FURIA in Playgrounds. Normally a place where you have fun. Be able to carry this off into the next round, but it's going to be a Frankenstein by next round for FURIA. They are going through it right now. MongolZ are just taking no prisoners here.
Counter-terrorists win.
Small sign of respect to let 2 rifles go. Op included here for MongolZ.
Somehow Yuri has the highest ADR, even though rounds haven't even really ended B. Got some impact on those punishing 2 CT exiting players. Oh, what are we talking about here? More and more like Senzu every time we see him.
That guy's eating dirt. K-Serrato just got buried. Makes 2 loud steps, and Cobra Zera locks onto his head like he can see him. Talk about intuition. Visualization.
And again, that's the Senzu, right? He's so good with the smoke spam, so good with the wall bangs. Trusts his intuition, absolutely. Uses ammo as that extra resource beyond utility and everything else.
910 gonna try his hand at it as well, and that whittles MongolZ down to a quarter HP.
The thing is, they know they are trying to get it along, and that's the
Done.
bomb.
Easy for 910. Blue box player traded out effectively. Cat kill comes out as Fallen drops down, trying to now take over control of the ramp. He's got a 1v1 in sight, but he's so worried about long that it really offers Blitz a good distraction, a bit more comfort, and a 6-1 lead secured.
The fact that he's still happy to just take the fight, never tucking for cover, not worried about it whatsoever. 6-1. Kinder instant, or sorry, Quesarado instant goes into a full bye. We're gonna probably even out around 2 today here. They gotta throw together a crafty idea. A lot of smokes coming into it. Again, we could say it's not too late, but this map looks exactly like the last so far.
You still see that lethargy?
Yeah. They're getting mogged.
Omega Mog. What's the plan? How the hell do you dig yourself out of this hole? So we can look at the 6-1 score right now, but then you're reminded of the 13-3 last map, and suddenly, second best team of the year last year is nowhere to be found.
There's, I think, 2 spots on the line, VRS, in the VRS for the MongolZ.
Yeah, I mean, they're on a
taking
rebuild.
This match.
Yep, they're on a rebuild in that regard. Like,
takes them from 11 to 9.
Just to think that this team's not in the top 10 right now, but that's the nature of a rebuild. Damage here for Quesarado. He'll fight back with the Tech 9 regardless. This is a bit of a challenge, more than they would have liked to have given over. CobraZera, a chance to be the hero, not today. Not with Yuri. Well, not this round. The rest of the day has gone swimmingly for him, but FURIA find a chance to show their teeth here in this one.
That's the great idea that comes in. It's a half buy, but that's what a team of this strength should be able to pull out. Like, they should be able to definitely lock a round like this in every half. I mean, even if they're not playing well. One is a Kickstarter. And it's all that good utility that really makes the difference.
Yeah. Fire defeated the plat player.
Yeah, it's their lurk smoke. It's their split that comes in.
Also insta-kill on the player on CT, just so that there's really no way for CobraZera to look towards middle. Allowed that Tech 9 to come through door and kill him.
Yeah, and probably the scariest part is that we're talking about the MongolZ is that even if you get like a couple of good trades, the third and fourth guy are going to be so willing to just try to multi to bring it back, and they oftentimes do.
Yeah.
Again, never any time to rest, reestablish, slow a team down. You know, I feel like that's got to be something that Fallen as a player respects a lot, because when he burst into the scene and in 2016, when they had their most dominant year, that's what he was doing to everybody, right? He was disrespecting space. He was taking a team being super aggressive. He invented everything aggressive on overpass. He invented so many things like these double op setups that no one could really do. Like Luminosity did back then. I think he's probably a fan of what the MongolZ are pulling off right now.
He sounded like
I know
one
that, yeah.
in the pregame.
And I know that, you know, when Astralis were at the top, and that's all Fallen just studied them. You know, just try to do exactly what they were doing. That was the very best way to play. Any team that can prove at this level that they can be this aggressive and have this much fun, it must be a thought in your head, you know? Why can't we do that too?
Comes by way of Tech 9s, but that round gives hope to FURIA to claw back anything within this T-side, anything within this series. Kickstarts the economy, bolstered by Yuri robbing away an M4. And still 3 rounds of loss bonus behind this for FURIA. Earned themselves a little wiggle room here in the second portion of the first half. CobraZera freed up, no longer inside the B site. He's been chomping at the bits to try to get into these kills, and again he will do it. Not the first time that K-Serato is clipped trying to climb up, and he is right there on the brink of doing it a second time. MongolZ is going to send an op shot back through that smoke and make him pay the price.
Get back to the well.
Enough's enough.
Yeah, that kind of at least saves things. Otherwise, yeah, I can only imagine the mood in the can. So where do FURIA go from here? Options are now open slightly, but ooh, do they think there's only one B, right? Do they think there's only one B, and does this lurk?
Stomping it up, and the bomb goes cat, and the bomb is starting to now find a timing on the CT player. Missed chance here for Yukindar's kill.
At 9-10, he's starting to walk into he got the kill on Yuri.
Blitz is walking back. He caught one on Fallen towards Catwalk. Now Yukindar's knowing that he's got players locked in. But over towards that A site, bomb could just plant itself for Catwalk. Yukindar dying means this retake is opened up.
All right, MongolZ, you got to have the round of your life.
He is on for the ace. When the pressure's at its highest, when FURIA need to be bailed out right here, right now.
He's perched up for a kill. He can get it and drop off, but the flash comes through right away.
That suddenly scrambles him back to the site. 2 players into the cat retake. Misses his chance. Tech9's out. 1 missed shot from MongolZ. And it is the Mongols to jump right back on top of this momentum.
And they've got the protocols to get them through that, no problem. No X Factor shining through whatsoever. The fuse locked in. And MongolZ have already put together an outstanding half here on Dust2. No rounds in a row. Crazy. Crazy 9-10. Crazy 9-10's awareness and knowledge, I guess, even when they're taking B.
That's not the long player on the attack making a mistake. That is 9-10 hunting you down.
Yeah. Taking a bullet to the head and still winning. The last round FURIA won was a half buy.
K-Serato, Tech9 kickoff into the CT player, and then just overwhelming the double B setup. First gun round, and that Tech9 half buy. Those are the only 2 rounds FURIA put on the scoreboard. Double op setup comes through. We want to talk about the comparison between CobraZera and Senzu. Well, I'll say he's actually even better than Senzu when he pulls this thing out.
Yeah, Senzu had some spotty performances, absolutely, when he was hybriding.
Had an affinity to be that second op. They weaponized the same formula. Just looking to keep things fresh, looking to adapt as FURIA try to evolve. Thing is, CobraZera has been finding his mid-impact with spamming smokes off the M4. So to switch over to the op, and especially with a secondary op that you don't want to just spam away willy-nilly, he's not actually able to apply any pressure to that climb up. If he has an A4 there, maybe he goes for those same spams. Maybe somebody softened up. Instead, FURIA have found a good amount of space themselves on Cat.
His real strength right now is that he doesn't have to fight. It actually helps. They don't give him any clues. This ends up being another Cat take. Is this just a fake smoke? We'll see. Yeah, he's jumping up.
Let's stomp it around. Incendiary goes out for 9-10.
CobraZera is checking the window.
Small gap on the side of that one if they really try to push through it. 9-10's going to then put that smoke up at 30 seconds.
They pretty much know it's A.
Feeling squeezed.
Immediately Blitz goes Goose.
Nade comes through into the pack as well, and 9-10 clips the front runner's wings. Easy pickups.
Come on!
What a beautiful spray. The rifle work for the Mongols across the board.
What are we talking about right now?
Just an untouchable situation thus far in the quarterfinal.
They are walking on water.
Gods amongst the men. As MongolZ fades away for the save and will be picked back by CobraZera to close this out. 8-2 CT side. Wow.
Spirits must be crushed. At best, someone could last cannon if they wanted to, but not MongolZ. AKs for one last attempt to put together a T round and a couple of Galils as well. Oh, such a good hold, and like, look at the spray. It's
the third
insane.
kill here. Woo.
Didn't even start their attack.
Oh boy. Double op still sticks around for the MongolZ. Why not?
Yeah, so far so good.
Limitations in the double Galil here for FURIA. Fallen.
And Fallen's the one who goes glass cannon.
Yeah, versus CobraZera on the mid line, and CobraZera just keeps his head tucked down beneath the doorway. Then 910's op gets aggressive off catwalk. This is a far more active look, and
Right,
it's going to catch MongolZ off. 910 sticks around for a second. Easy, wins the op duel. And when he finally misses one, Blitz from inside of the corner has got a teammate to work on. This is not just MongolZ stepping up to the challenge. This is them stomping FURIA out of the quarterfinal.
They're a bug on the windshield. They have been absolutely bucked. He's got nothing to do. He has to get the bomb back at top mid. There's 4 guys waiting for him. They have the entirety of mid, both spawns, Cat versus this tiny little Galil. A smoke? You know they have the smoke, they have the bomb, right?
Hold on, bro, let him cook.
What, excuse me, a smoke?
It's all part of the plan.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, a smoke?
Hey. You said it yourself. Counter-Strike is better when there's many flavors.
Yo, if that's not in your own head, I don't know what is. A smoke?
What can I do to save this situation?
Yo, a smoke is insane.
Final round of the half here. MongolZ gunning for double digits. And you saw that last round freed up to just go for a different move, right? 910's aggressive off angles, just catching FURIA off. I mean, MongolZ comes running down suicide, caution to the wind. This time you don't find that challenging Cat here for the MongolZ, but you do find space behind it. Every time FURIA have gotten here, they get stuck behind the smokes. Won't be surprised to see them try to play ahead of it. They may even risk it by running through fire, and it's worth it already.
Yeah, they can actually go towards this op.
You gotta get it just more aggressive. Final round of the half. At a 7-round deficit, you've got so little to lose that it's no surprise to just see them charge through it. Okay, style points. Nade lands on Yakindar. MZinho's retake well underway. And he's got a couple teammates up from the CT spawn. Mid-player flank gets caught out. Damage is good. And there it is. FURIA, a little more pep in their step. Final round of the half. Their 3rd round win. Only individual round wins. Nothing consecutive. There's no way in hell FURIA are confident going into this next pistol.
They won 1 rifle round. They won 1 force up, and they won 1 half buy this whole half. Fury just smoked himself out of lower times at 40 seconds while his 4 players throughout the team.
Let's go MongolZ! 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 Let's go
Stop leading. Harder than that drum.
Oh boy.
Yet the FURIA camp's still believing. I gotta give you guys credit.
Yeah.
I gotta give it credit.
The energy's always good for FURIA, absolutely. All right, so we need a map and a half now for the wake up. The stats are going to be vicious after this. I mean,
What was it, 2.1 rating for CobraZera on Mirage?
Yeah, debut on stage.
Yeah. Because you're not just dealing with one Mongol. You've got 12 kills to Blitz and 910, 10 frags on MZinho and Cobra. Yakindar here off the cap plate. Gets first blood in the pistol, but then it's man advantage secured by MongolZ. MongolZ bringing it back with one. Does deter the bomb carrier. Maybe they want that cat swing out first. Trying to catch MongolZ. He then fades back towards the ramp, and Quesarado offers one, so it's that edge re-secured by FURIA.
Okay, come on now, FURIA.
You win this pistol, it is not too late. Fail to convert this 3v2 and your struggles continue. A duel queued up in the doorway. Quesarado doesn't want to be that piece that leaves Yuri on his own in B. Quesarado catches the kill out middle. Blitz trying to flood the back of sight with flames, flushes one into the open, and he'll catch that headshot. Blitz now working with 4 HP, 45 seconds, and what would be a valuable bomb plant. And he squeezes that out of the round, not bad.
Yeah.
Just goes to show they want to play it with respect. They come in with the trade frag. FURIA will give themselves the best chance of a comeback with a pistol round win.
It slows down their next by a little bit. They know they have to make sure they get enough M4s here into the next round to start off right. And don't get me wrong, it's an abject failure in the first half, but CT side with a pistol, there's always time. There is always time. Whoa, MongolZ goes right into the op.
Why waste time?
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to be careful of the op when you're going up against lower buys, but actually, because of the bomb plant, the guns are going to be big enough overall that it kind of makes sense. Or, you know, if it's just Tech 9s on the other side, there's no plant, then, you know, you can get run down. That op can be used against you. But for now, it'll actually act as a surprise, I think. MongolZ probably not going to be prepared for MongolZ. MongolZ, we know he can be really aggressive with it. He needs to go for a lot of these openings. He's having a better game here overall. The one rifle they did win, he got that opening duel head-to-head versus 910.
Missed opportunity though, and now they know about it. They're kind of still caught in transition, looking to run down middle.
But they really threatened Cat with that run-up, actually, even though it's a B play.
Look at him scramble back as they just suddenly smoke off CT. It doesn't feel like the MongolZ are going to waste time here. You've got a firebomb in hand. It goes beyond. Yakindar signing up for the fight. Here's Cobra Zera jumping around. Quesarado MP9 from the corner. Good for the 2 and the...
all right.
Turns through with a ton of damage.
There's always time.
It's also Yakindar on the scene, helping out towards middle. The MongolZ try to push. They try to rush it down.
That was a nice play, like in the micro, to get MongolZ worried about the A site immediately. Oh, they're going to run over top of me. They're coming down mid. They could jump up. He makes that rotation out. They tried to immediately smoke everything out, but it is FURIA who won the last round. They come with more utility. They use that utility really well, and they're still worried in the right way about that B side.
Did feel sketchy though for a second when that op rotates over towards A.
Yeah.
Even just the pace of the MongolZ can catch you off guard. Desert Eagle almost getting a chance. But Yakindar gonna sign up to the fight, hold it back on catwalk, dodges the flash and turns back into them. He'll welcome the challenge. Chance to find some freebies. MongolZ's op will miss, but luckily Yuri continues to pick these up.
Yeah, he's applying a lot of pressure. And again, early on in this game, he had the highest ADR. At the volume of kills is there. Nice to know your B-site player's on it right now.
MongolZ missing another one.
No shot in just yet.
Techno tries to put that M4 to work, but it's only going to be the one casualty on Yakindar.
You think this comeback has a lot to do with, you know, Yakindar getting back into the game, Fallen getting back into the game. They both struggled a lot on map 1, but again, there's such a difference between one bad map and a bad series.
Suddenly only a 3-round gap. Still no Oxford 910 to work with either.
There we go, MongolZ.
Catches Blitz through the smoke. Well-timed spam as well, giving CobraZera a real taste of his own medicine. He was dominating the FURIA cat climbs with that spam.
Would have loved to see CobraZera in the kill feed right there. That would have been a spot of revenge. And he still, you know, theoretically slowed him down.
Still unconfirmed damage and a 3-player B lean for FURIA.
He's right out here floating, but he's a loose piece. They have 2 players in B. I mean, this is not the round to go for a B split.
Serato tucks back in with a smoke down in front of him. That's going to slow down the hit. You catch a player running along the wall. Yuri freed up to go for that kind of a challenge. And then there's going to be some free pickings out middle because of the low health. Make it all the easier with Techno 4K getting dropped by the op. 910 still looking for the first kill in the Mongols' favor. Not one comes their way throughout this attack, totally boxed in. And on FURIA's own regard, right? Serato softening up the approach towards the Xbox climb, adding himself into that bomb site. Really freed up Yuri to cut them down to size on their approach.
Got a, assuming a Mongols pause, I would imagine. Or no, got to get fallen back in the server. But it's 5 in a row now for FURIA. 1 at the end of the last half, 4 straight to start off CT. The energy's coming back.
It's honestly never really fallen off. Not much we have to give credit to.
Now it's going to be MongolZ with their half-by attempt.
Haven't looked in the rear view since they switched sides. 4 rounds straight for the CTs. No bomb plants in the last 3. MongolZ success has started to dry up. This is really the first challenge of the game for them.
And it's also just like how good FURIA just suddenly are handling the situations. Their default's looking strong. MongolZ chiming in with an opening kill. Felt like that was never going to happen at some point.
There was no contest on Mirage. There was no contest in the first half of play of Dust2. There shouldn't be much of a contest with these Tech 9s. But it's the sheer numbers of the MongolZ inside the tunnels right now.
I mean, I have a hard time believing Yuri is going to disappoint right now. He's been good on both halves in terms of his overall ADR, his kills. He's aiming well. They're a little lighter on this side of the map.
Serato throws himself back into the bomb site. It's not the first mid to be split we've seen queued up. Probably won't be the last. MongolZ try to give themselves cover, try to get those Tech 9s flowing. Serato takes position in the corner. You do lose Yuri. Fallen tries to help out. Serato hanging on. There's a player with a knife out next to him. 910 stabs him to grab that AK-47. Things get very awkward on that commitment as the mid push from FURIA does cut off one half of the pack. And now with the bomb, 910 tries to get away from it, but the ops got him locked in. This is now a 1-round game at a 5-round FURIA streak.
One thing we'll see for sure with Yuri is he really spams that corner. Sometimes he'll play here like every round of a half versus the B splits, and I think that's why MongolZ are trying to go for it. I think his form is really good right now, so he's kind of just, I think the last time we watched Yuri on Dust2, he was disappointing actually. CT side was a struggle, but that was the game plan. Maybe they need to tailor it to the fact that he's on form at the moment as they go back towards B.
They're gonna do it with a bit of tempo too, aren't they?
I think they were excited to see that he was there again. But yeah, they are. Yeah. Very fast.
Yuri back sight.
Oh, full fallback protocols. He's burning.
Swings wide off Serato's supported flank.
Oh!
Another great hold here from Yuri. He's got him stuck into the platform. 2v5 demanded of it. And that was a ton of damage in an instant for the last 2 remaining MongolZ players. They got the outwards push that they had hoped for, but they also ate the flashbangs left, right, and center. Hold on. This one's not done yet.
Careful.
Mzinho 2 kills into it.
Old versus new. MZ and Fallen in a one-on-one.
Zinho thinking maybe that he's still on the perimeter of this bomb site, but it's a big move here from Fallen. Zinho in anticipation of any sort of a peek. If he's not careful, his long challenge is going to come through.
He's here to talk, but Fallen just wants to make sure that he's not leaving the site. If he comes in to peek, MZ's going to think about this. He will. He's playing K-Sharp right now.
Wow, Fallen's crossed over. He reads it.
Oh, what a shot.
Fallen hits the headshot, denies the 1v3, and ties this game.
Well done, Fallen. Scary moment with MongolZ in that window. If he wants to go and get the kill, fine, but if he loses, obviously, that throws things into disarray. Leaves it up to chance a bit. And KSRAUD chimes in with 1 kill in the middle of this, but overall, Yuri, that's a great hold. Especially with how quickly they came into this. Wow, what a reaction shot.
AK for 910, pistols upgraded for the rest of the Mongols, and MongolZ starting to flow now. Freed up to take over the tunnels. Missed shot though, and not in the most comfortable of positions, but he's got teammates to bail him out, and that coverage offered over by KSRAUD's frag grenade.
Very nice.
Combined with Fallen's deep peek, goes 5v4 to FURIA's favor. About to flex this man advantage and the CT side to find themselves in the lead.
That's a tag as well. Techno will eat a bullet through the door. Actually a cat play, it feels like, for the first time. They wanted to prove themselves in B, they couldn't do it.
MongolZ just keeps eating utility though. Fallen's M4 still hasn't really been given targets, not until they've got footing secured on site. MongolZ, great cover over the shoulder.
The bomb's going wide, actually.
Blitz is looking to mow this down. MongolZ's found a headshot in the middle of all of this, supported by the utility yet again. Blitz coming through in the 1v5 with his first. Bomb on his back. Plenty of players surrounding this bomb site, and a long-range duel to just keep on whittling down his health.
At some point, you just gotta go for the plant and just die, to be honest.
Tries to tap it away, but it's not gonna happen. Since the first 2 rounds of this series, we have FURIA with a lead.
And they've shut it down so well inside of B again. No plans to worry about. Even when MZ gets his kills, he just plays a longer round to play for the win. Fallen denies that. So after 1 defuse on the pistol, money has been a big issue here for the Mongols. Instant buyback as FURIA take the lead.
Let's go Mongols! Let's go Mongols! Let's go Mongols! Let's go Mongols!
There's money available right now for FURIA. They'll be buying for a few rounds.
Let's go Mongols! Let's go FURIA!
And Mongols don't have a single strat that they can look at that they have in their back pocket. No half-buy wins, even that FURIA got. Where they know they can run someone down.
So here alone right now.
It's going to be a shot. Oh, but he's missing some of these chances.
Yep.
He's also generating opportunities, and he's not dying. Like his scoreline's still good. They're still winning. So yeah, it's no problem for now.
Just could be made that much easier if these were to connect. I think it's a real testament to how good the setups are that he's getting all these chances at least.
They've been testing Yuri a lot in B, but he's been outstanding this map. Yakinder really, he still hasn't got into this game. He's towards long. Didn't have a great go of it on T side at long.
It's him and Fallen over there, the 2 teammates that are struggling for FURIA. They'll be side by side with another missed opportunity out of MongolZ, but still presence confirmed towards this A site. They get the utility out of them, and then that flash comes through the doorway. Yakinder steps up.
Yeah.
Bomb dropped at his feet. Flashbang missed him. devil's in the details, but as he pushes into the doorway, this 3 versus 5 has evened out. Fallen trying to dodge flashes.
So good.
Bomb possession still belongs to FURIA.
Yeah, he can sit on this. He's got that smoke as well.
It's going to be a tough go to scoop that bomb and still make it back to site in time.
He's kind of got to run the whole way around it and then go get it and then go back.
But he's jumped across and he's grabbed it. He will be chased. He knows that. But now the smoke, it gives him a chance to exit.
There's no time, surely.
They'll chase down the frag, drop the bomb again. That's just how desperate the Mongols were.
Okay, Yakinder tested, and he passes the test. In 11th for FURIA.
8 rounds consecutive as the round history is brought forward. 9, actually, if you count the end of the T side.
They saw that first half from the MongolZ, and they actually have already outdone them. All these rounds in a row.
We were scared that FURIA was never going to wake up in this series. They were just lacking fight throughout Mirage. Lacking pace in the face of the MongolZ running away with this game. Felt like the same story here on Dust2 unfolding. Safe to say they have effectively turned this around. Better late than never. And Holidoy, who has had many chances, comes forward with the first shot connects. And Yakinder yet again playing close proximity on the doors. Now towards mid instead, has dodged a flash once more, but will be bested by CobraZera.
New talent for the MongolZ.
There's been a few of these rounds as well where the MongolZ, despite going down at a man disadvantage, still show an ability to fight back within these rounds.
This is a sore
Scary
spot.
Close 1v3s, for example.
I mean, Fallen's been a rock, but yeah, A-Site definitely is a little scarier. MongolZ's going to join forces with him.
That's a MongolZ still with a full belt of util.
He's looking to dodge the first set of flashes. They come up on this cross.
A dunk on. And MongolZ catches a second. Then that long challenge comes through. Fallen steps up to the test. Easy. Bomb carrier could still cross over. They're concerned that MongolZ's taking a wider angle, but he is giving them some free space. The rest of FURIA look to come and join this retake by way of CT spawn. This gives a chance for CobraZera to get back into elbow. Challenge close here on the corner, and Fallen's gonna connect another one. Just the Galil for 9-10.
Oh, Fallen!
The guy to come through with the big round.
Man.
Triple to his name just when we start to put Fallen and Yakinder under the microscope, just when the MongolZ start to turn attention away from that B-site in Yuri. It looks like the other half of FURIA happy to step up to the challenge too.
I don't know what the best comeback is. We had the MOUZ comeback on overpass CT side, but this Dust2 one here from FURIA. This many rounds in a row.
And the first bomb plant since the pistol.
I swear Fallen's got a kill on every round of this CT side. He's back in a massive way.
MongolZ tripping over their own feet. MongolZ missed chance again. This time they won't give him that much space.
And again, they never slow down.
It's against the ropes. And what could have been their dying breath, round 22 is a 5v3 for the MongolZ. Waiting that smoke out, Fallen plays in front of it. We just had a solid round from him. He'll have to go massive again.
Well, he's got to time that peak.
Tries to go into it. Instead, it'll be the MongolZ out of nowhere with flawless headshots. It is a similar setup for MongolZ again, going down into that lower tunnel. But previously, we've seen him miss the shot and be given enough time to escape back through the smokes. Not the case this time with just how fast the MongolZ come swinging.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see FURIA not turtling, going for it. They have this lead they got here by doing this. And it'll be a wipe here of all the CTs, and it's a confident win with 4 alive. If it was a very close round to get their one round, then yeah, we'd be on Galil's here for maybe a couple of players. They're good now. 9-10's got an op. Got one death, give him an excuse to buy, but you have last round, right?
Double op comes out through FURIA, trying to change it up before we could ever get to overtime.
I love that.
Why wait for the potential OT? Just get it over with now. Second map point for FURIA.
And they've been playing very fast down mid, so MongolZ just wants to take advantage of this.
His counterpart is back there. He's gonna open it up to try to challenge. They don't show him much. That's secondary op now, right? This is the chance for Fallen to catch them off guard.
And the only irony I want to avoid is that Fallen's had an amazing half so far with the rifle. Yes, we know Fallen can off, but also...
Cobrazera is ahead of the Molotov. Yukindar could get caught off by this timing. Flashbang found. And,
oh, he's not aware of this right now.
But luckily for Yukindar, he doesn't press the issue. Cobrazera is sitting on half health beneath those stairs, has a bomb right behind him, and it's MongolZ to open up. Techno 4K dead with an aggressive look into the tunnels, then the secondary op is found.
There we go.
FURIA piecing it together, 3v5 for the MongolZ. Maybe just a one-off T round win. The most aggressive look they had. This Fallen sniper catching a second victim and losing the wind in their sails, but another bit of a rebound, but only momentary. It is FURIA with a massive comeback here on Dust2. They find their game, they find their groove, and they find a chance to extend this series. Their chance. Yanko thinks that Nuke will be closer than it was in Krakow, so maybe they had blown a chance on Dust2, but can still find a way to retrieve control of this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, they totally can do this. I mean, the thing is, on Nuke, the last time they played, it was Krakow, and they didn't practice before Krakow, so there's a huge asterisk on that. They've already proved so much more with Cobrazera at this event, and then that practice has sort of paid off. That was a little bit of data for them. And now as we get into this match, MongolZ, again, they're a team. They play fast, they win. They play fast, they lose. I don't think they care either way.
Sure.
So I'm not sure that's going to affect them, just like Yanko said. Now, the one thing is for FURIA, last time Yukindar dropped like a 2.4 rating on absolutely far them on CT side. They'll have a chance to do that again right now.
And now he's dodging flashbangs as we do get control of Secret taken over by the MongolZ. It gets spotted in the process by that deep hell play. Yukindar looking confident in his game with the swing out for 9-10, but then Techno's going to give them something to think about as he takes this challenge into the ramp. It's Yuri dropped low.
Yeah, Techno comes at this one really quickly. We're thinking this could be a game of CT sides, which means a T-pistol. Well, that would mean the world to a team like the MongolZ right now. And Vince is getting crushed, actually completely shut down. Yuri's headshot's gonna sting extra, knowing that they're in a 2-on-4 retake. And Yukindar got the opening kill of the round, but how many more chances will he get?
Here to shut it all down. Yeah, triple kill for him in the pistol. So the MongolZ T side could have a great start to it. And there'll be a question about whether Yuri can kind of tap back into what he offered us on Dust2, because he was a driving force in deterring MongolZ away from that B bomb site. We'll take a sniff down to the bomb site itself, but no kid on the play. Doesn't really matter. He can hang on to that flashback. Only. That would have been his reward. Instead, he blows up with the bomb, and the MongolZ find the first round of map 3.
Again, in a game that could be very CT-sided, T-pistol conversion here, the free rounds, the easy ones, that could make the difference in the end. FURIA want to answer right away if they can. So a better start than last time. They went against each other. Investment going all the way up to a promise for Yukindar. Shows they definitely feel they can win this. Scout from MongolZ could actually also have some really big impact. They're going light on the cross. A tag comes in. Oh, but 2 kills back instantly. Damn.
Zinho straight to the headshot on MongolZ. Make sure that scout can't find any more output than it did.
I wonder if they're going to be ready for Yukindar playing it big. Like, they're not looking for this at all. Cobrazera has got his guard down.
He's floating around on the main roof.
Yeah, he takes one good timing peek, and he's thinking about it.
Ooh, jumps beyond, so that's Yakindar to now come hunting for him because he knows he's playing the Unbreakable. But there's the rebuttal back again. 9-10, quick to the headshot.
Yeah.
Fallen gets taken low at a distance. A Desert Eagle far away, and Emzinho's there to catch Yuri, who is looking to try to maybe get in on this action. So really nothing here for FURIA to ultimately find.
Yeah, and Fallen's made the rotation. The pre-move downstairs, no one there, 16 health. He can maybe go back, try to get the FAMAS if he can even make it there, but well, he might as well move from ramp because he's a dead man here.
MongolZ convert, and again, converting with a bit of tenacity in the play still, right? Jumping over main. There's some moments here where they kind of throw caution to the wind. But they're ready to take the second round with the pistol. See if Fallen can hang on. Yeah, tries to take it over to 9-10, but nope. Free Deagle for his efforts. And the 2-0 start with 2 players surviving. At least the double AK save comes out for the attackers.
So they come out fast, they look for their duels. I mean, I can't believe they go no smokes outside. They know they're gonna run into a scout. They just take the tag right on the chin. Keep running forward, get their kills. Come out with a round win. Now it's kind of a feast for them. Go back outside if they want to.
Am I reading this correctly? Techno and Blitz both brought AKs? Excuse me, both brought Glocks?
Wait, what?
They both have Glocks. You know, sometimes one guy won't buy. Well, here's a round where 2 guys don't buy guns.
I don't think that's ever happened before in the history of Counter-Strike. They just won the last round. They both only have utility.
Yeah. You're the color commentator. Make sense of that one. Feels like a risky business to me. I mean, I know you're up against USPs, but
it's absolutely
it's
absurd.
a little crazy. Yeah. Wow.
Going for it.
I'm
okay.
shocked. Who could have seen this coming?
I mean, not even falling back after the first kill. But go ahead and get a bomb plant down. They know, the weird part is they also know, I mean, they know they're going up against just pistols. But there are no guns to grab here. I mean, the guys who came in with Glocks used their utility. They
Yes.
used it all up.
Yes.
So
What's crazy to me is Blitz comes into this round with a Glock, and a guy like Techno, who's going to be the ramp entry, you could trade that guy out, no problem. But Blitz threw his utility and then challenged heaven and hell with a Glock. He knew he was going to do that when he left the spawn with the Glock.
hey,
What are we doing here?
I don't know what we're doing here,
What are we doing here?
but it worked.
Did it?
It did actually work.
Because he's dead.
He got his. So
They'll try to secure the exit. 4 players running into the Desert Eagles, and the USP
there
can't
you
manage.
go. Now it's justified.
If they get the AK.
Well, it's right there. So hopefully.
Yeah. Found it. And so the only 2 guns lost are Glocks.
Suddenly it's perfect math. That's crazy. That's playing for a win.
It's hard to keep up with geniuses.
I know, seriously. If we could understand it, then that would just mean they're not that smart. So,
Oh, we have so much to learn. I got scared when I saw Glocks again, but just shooting out the windows from spawn.
full confidence already for the MongolZ.
Double op setup immediate here from FURIA.
Oh, that's interesting. Uh-oh.
Kindar gets his head popped.
Now they've got to be really careful and Fallen. Nice shot.
Up, collects the first. Over towards ramp off the 1 op. Second op in Molodoy, currently positioned behind these smokes outside.
Can't stress enough how important that shot was, because now it slows everything down. If not, it could have been a late round group up, and with the two ops and 2 rifles, that would really ruin your chances of a hold.
Even with that ramp kill, now Molodoy takes the long. Yeah, okay, look at that. Emzinho actually creeps in. You lose the kill to Fallen. You think there's an op on ramp, and what does Emzinho do? No utility, walks right back into those angles. That's absurd.
Cobra Zera. Now this angle, it could work really well. Fallen's been nice with either gun.
Cobra Zera's locked into the angle. When he tries to get out of it, that's where Fallen recollects the equalizing kill. They never knew about Blitz getting down secret stairs, and him and Yuri have kind of crossed paths without knowing about one another.
Depending on how this goes, he might want to make some presence, actually. So he's going to fake lower.
Yeah, but Yuri kind of slipped the net. Shoots Blitz in the back of the head, takes man advantage over for FURIA.
Boy, it's not even a fake, though. They're coming here.
30 seconds to that clock. Bomb on 910's back. Molotov goes beyond. Mzinho's still holding it, but Yuri's got a nice tight angle along that wall. Pistols out, and that's great presence from 910.
Will
he
he
goes right back onto the bomb plant. Will get that bit of money, but what more can he make of this? Gives himself the flash to play with, sees the shoulder, hits the shot, and now this smoke grenade used as coverage. Battle of the Operas, but 910 brings out the sidearm. Fallen whiffs, and now that brought back. Oh! Whatever a pistol needed early. 910 clutch.
No bullets in the Deagle. Back to the op because he has to, but because Fallen missed, he could get dominance on the angle. What is this situation? The king flipped in the end.
Beautiful shot on the guy double door.
I don't even know. How did they score this round? And they got through a double op, and economically that stings. Saved every penny in the piggy bank for that. FURIA have a very weird buy. Little, like very low on utility. No op at all this time. Half armor, we've got no defuse kit to work with. They have to play for kills. And honestly, I think MongolZ are gonna treat this like an anti-force buy at first as they suss things out. And it's going to be hard for FURIA to respond to the map control, so I really like the move here to wrap hell. Have to be careful, though. Last round they got really stringy, right? They barely got away with that win. Their alerts were not working out.
The one from Mzinho into the ramp definitely did. Caught Molotov off guard, but then it was like Blitz downstairs that got caught.
Oh, he started shooting.
Great flash.
Everyone dies.
3 quick kills for the MongolZ. Running for the 5-0 start. Bloodbath.
No deaths.
All 5 up for the MongolZ. Shutting down FURIA as they came back into this one with a buy off after the double op.
What?
And now they are strapped for cash in this one.
Oh, the situation they found themselves in. They tore through that double op. Not tore through it. They got through it. Then they get through the weird buy, and here's their prize on the other side of it. Small investment. This round's coming in no kits too.
Reminder that back in Krakow, this was a 13-3 victory for FURIA. They got to the decider, and MongolZ went up in smoke. Excuse me, 13-2. Molotov is gonna fall.
Yeah, all lobby control taken over, so they'll speed up lower.
Happy to.
Yeah, the MongolZ are everywhere already, actually.
Always happy to play it a little faster.
So good at expanding here.
5-7's gonna best Mzinho, but as Fallen reaches for the AK, doors give him just enough cover. Blitz knows better than to extend into that with the bomb.
Yeah, they have.
Him and 910 are getting the hell out of there.
They know there was lobby. Okay, nice shot, Blitz. Just a Kinder left over. He was the guy spamming inside a lobby. And he will die too.
Uh-oh. And
within 5 minutes, here we are once again, except it's a T side here for the MongolZ. On the map you'd least expect. 6-0. And it actually wasn't easy. It's just that they got their pistol, their conversions, and they won their key round off the back of that missed Fallen off shot.
Well, that's a clutch otherwise that opens the door for FURIA's CT half.
Yes, big time.
But they go right back into the double ops.
And you do this.
Stubborn.
And, stubborn and I mean, they're big spenders. You know, to see that off the first gun is already surprising. To get it twice in one half, it kind of makes sense from the perspective that it's a comeback. Like, again, that's one of the moments where you see Fallen throughout history. That's like where he's sort of made this a signature move on his CT sides. And also, I think the fact that he has been hitting, he's been hitting all his shots right now.
Well,
in the last half and this half so far. Okay, well,
except the one in the clutch.
A really, really important one that just happened, actually.
But all the other shots.
Every other shot was amazing, though.
Let's see which one he can tap back to in this attempt. Now MongolZ awaits that silo peek, but it doesn't come on the timing he wanted, so he'll peel away from that one. And a little space given over to the MongolZ when they go with that deep wall of smokes. He'll pop it open once, another frag grenade from MongolZ. He'll pop it open a second time. And it's right there for the taking, but he'll eat a flashbang, and they'll cross within that timing. Kindar tries to track with damage, and he does find connection. But it's Blitz to get the better of it. And another 5 versus 4 here for the MongolZ.
They're everywhere already.
He comes out through the doorway, right? Pushing Squeaky, catching a back turn. And the MongolZ are tapping right back into that electricity that they brought all evening long.
And I was thinking, is Squeaky not smoked? But it was. He just walked out. Because the spam came through. Yakinder's the one spamming. He's the mini player. They weren't even expecting a second guy there. That was just way too easy. Okay, but, you know, as much as this is a solid situation for the MongolZ, these are moments on T side where sometimes if they don't find a target, they do get a little confused. However, FURIA game planning towards upstairs, but actually, are they going to come up to vent?
No, bomb. No. It looked like for a second, but second thoughts.
But man, the double lurks upstairs.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's the bomb soon to commit. I think it's still sitting inside of Single.
They just don't want to give up a kill.
Yeah, Blitz takes his sweet time.
Absolutely be a frag.
But he's keeping his head nice and low.
Give him a few seconds and FURIA will just save, so.
Good on Mzinho there, right? He's that close to being found out. But down goes MongolZ's op, and it's an obvious save for FURIA because both of the oppers were still alive.
Double lurks.
Now they're all dead. Now the MongolZ are roaring through this third match.
They roar through every half. I mean, even the half they got destroyed at the end of Dust2, they roared through it. I mean, it was quick FURIA on the comeback too. What? World. When they're on point, it's Michelin star, you know. Top shelf, it's unique. I think we see that double op setup again this half.
And I don't know, 7-0. It's a pricey habit.
Triple down on that would be kind of nuts, especially with no wins. Not a single round one when you bought 2 ops twice.
And the first time, you know, there was more of a chance, right? Fallen getting that first pick over towards the ramp. The second time it comes out, it was just transitioning into a save with no impact.
Yeah, right.
Not, you know, their fault. It wasn't like shots were whiffed. It was just the main pressure. Yakindar and Quesarado both dying really had FURIA's hands tied.
So 2 starting lower. The thing I don't like about the setup from FURIA, it kind of feels like a full buy setup. You know, you've got the early rotations down, but you got 1 guy on ramp, you got 2 upper, but none of them have rifles. It's not that MongolZ can't make mistakes, but sometimes I don't think they can.
Pistols coming up empty-handed. Lot to be desired with that Deagle spam. 5-7 from Fallen, meant to be the savior. Now he's got an op. 3 players out there on the open floor. If MongolZ could have offered something, Fallen would have slightly better chances. 3rd kill. Back into Hut he'll go. Deagles finally connect. MongolZ with the double out from heaven, but it's Fallen who sets that up.
They kept hunting him down inside of lobby. And he kept coming up with frags.
Off the most unlikely of round wins.
Who knows?
Is that wonderful?
It's XQC.
Oh, okay.
So this time it'll be a single op, but I think it's because they couldn't afford it. MongolZ's got 4,100 left over.
It's free. Put off the MongolZ bodies.
Can't help but feel like this is where MongolZ just turn this pace up even. They respond to any bump in the road with just extra aggression. I wonder if they'll test ramp or if they'll just go back to outside because they have just made that like their focus. They are setting up a default. To be honest, after what happened on T-side, Dust2 may be for the better. They just throw every single smoke?
Most of.
They have one on Blitz. Crazy, but they just throw both walls right there.
Hey man, gotta keep them guessing.
Okay. Well, it safely got them into secret. But if
Always patient.
they're gonna make this to lower, that would be nuts with the one smoke they've got left over. MongolZ hits his shot.
Flashbang doesn't find him, but he's now falling back into a compromised site, if not for Yakindar. Blitz, dangerous game here. Yakindar also floating in the flames. You've got Serato to add himself in from that vent rotation, and they are reconsidering upstairs. This is the MongolZ not going hard down into the lower commitment, but it is FURIA, for the most part, out-rotated. Yakindar gets back upstairs in time.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, they have Yuri who's pushed into Squeaky. This allows Yakindar to get up the vents.
Oh, but he gets found out by the vents. And all that bomb has to do is drop into the safety of the back of sight. Techno's gonna go down first. 910 falls with him.
Why aren't they gonna leave that one player up there?
They both opt to go down and to play the back site. Blitz is slow burning his way back from outer. Techno trades out. He's gonna play front sight. And now Blitz is far removed and the bomb is planted on the other side. This is a misplayed round and a half.
It's such a mess, actually. They could have kept one in heaven, and they could have had a better fight there versus Squeaky. They could have dropped the bomb down. They could have planted front side if they really wanted to and had the mini guy come in. There were a lot of options there. They just went for the scrappiest version.
On the face of a bit of adversity,
Kind of crazy.
things get weird.
Oh, it's getting weird in Cluj. This is nice though. They're kind of ready. FURIA were kind of ready for everything. And you have to be.
Yeah, right?
You gotta be ready for everything.
7 rounds of a T-side secured off the rip.
Problem is for FURIA, you know, this isn't a halfway. You bring it back and you feel okay about it. It's already kind of gotten out of hand. So this step's gonna be hurt for Yakindar. Surely. Yeah, he's actually trying to leave, but
Get the hell out. Oh, he'll fight his way out. And then he decides to stick around off of that one. First kill found, an assist on Blitz.
not too bad.
MZ with a hell of a route around the red box. Nice attempt to get something going, but FURIA absolutely smash round 10.
All right, man. Shout out to Yakindar. Made that fast step, pushing outside of Mini.
I see.
He doesn't even believe we lost. And even though he made that fast step, he decided to make that into the play because it seemed like he was pulling back. He came forward, paired that with a grenade in the back from a teammate. They met them right where they wanted to fight. Now it's looking like the FURIA rounds we got back on Dust. It's looking good. I mean, it's dominant. Keeping up with the pace. Pauses out of here. A lot of deliberation. It feels like a little bit. But back and forth, not so much. Here's the plan. It's what should we do next? Mentality for the MongolZ. His job is not finished.
Try to squeeze out whatever more you can. 7 rounds is good. 9 rounds is better. The buys keep coming for the meantime. Missed opportunity out of 9-10. And the op shows its hand inside of lobby as well. But a quick reposition from that, right? Get it into the pack of outer players, and maybe you'll peel MongolZ off the play instead. MongolZ getting into position to maybe try to deal with that. Waits for MZ.
We've seen 2 players now.
That would have been the bomb spotted just now, too.
Can they capitalize on this cross is the question.
Get Serato downstairs. 910's floating along the fence, just standing in the open.
Yeah, he's right
This garage
there.
push, though, to go down beneath MongolZ's nose.
MongolZ.
Blitz is oh, he heard it. The fall off of the drop.
Whoa!
Turns. Yakindar's head gets wrecked. And Blitz is still just trying to be a nuisance. As Molodoy eats the flashbang, he'll give himself a smoke to try to depart. They just want to get him out of here alive.
Yeah, Fallen wants to try to come and help him, and they've created this smoke wall. This guy's the escape, or at least slows things down, but if they do this too late into the round, we've got Molodoy all the way back in spawn. He's kind of out of this round. If they just go upper...
Yuri's got his hands full.
Oh, too many players.
Tries to peek around Silo. Now Fallen's chance to shine. Preoccupied with the player who just keeps his head tucked vent, and they will scale along the wall.
They got shoved out of this, and the thing is, man, FURIA, they don't want to have to save any situation. This half is coming to a close. They just started winning. They've got a few bucks left over, but they just don't have a way to fight this.
And Blitz being able to get through the big rush, being able to get
that shot.
Right?
That's just a crazy, crazy shot, actually.
Turns on main like that.
Crazy. And it's double ups are a curse for FURIA. It's the only time they're not winning, actually. 3 rounds they won in a row, no double ups.
Well, you get rid of the double op. You don't need it anyway.
Right, it was cursed.
In fact, you know, lift the curse, feed it over. That's a blood sacrifice. So with Blitz, you'll do the same, you know?
Yeah, not gonna make a difference, right?
Surely not. Last round of the half. Full buy all across the board. They're
This is just full send, maybe.
What a shot this is.
Oh, that's crazy. Dude, it looks like he could have been staring at him for days. He just got into the angle. Ooh, totally blasted away. And I feel like Yakinder in the last half and this one, he's...
That's weird. MP7, they had enough money for an AK. They must want this rush. Gonna play the SMG.
It's a ramp rush.
Yeah, 4 players strong towards the ramp room. Overwhelming Fallen as he is just desperate for the fallback. And that MP7 does get clipped.
It's incredible that he got a shot.
Out through single. MongolZ come into this one with a game plan.
They're already in decon.
Everything they wanted. That MP7 opens the possibility of just gunning down the Opper. Yakindar's gonna try to play with the element of surprise.
Best time is when they're still deciding
Single
their
door
spots.
swings. 9-10 unprepared for that level of pressure that swiftly. And so this double up towards the double doors, but no ramp control, so they're gonna try to set the single door ablaze. Already challenging outwards, Blitz collects the headshot. Back sight though is where Yuri finds his trade. And Blitz, I mean, now he's stuck out here alone. Shots, oh, that is
excuse me
stuff from Blitz. Woo! Make him stop.
I know, the oldest member of the team never fails to impress sometimes in these individual moments. Easy rifling from him. FURIA, they got a nice streak overall, but it still somehow ends up 9-3 T-side here for the MongolZ. This is an answer to crack out.
Yes. 13-2 loss once they got to that third map. Sometimes their T-side's kind of put under question in terms of depth. Well, this one had depth because in round 12, you're pulling out the MP7 rush. There was no world where FURIA were going to be ready to stop all that. There's something to stand on here for this Brazilian fusion. But 3 rounds of a CT side on Nuke. How can you not be worried?
They have the confidence to win any half because, again, you never see the MongolZ have like a we're slow today or anything like that. They were just missing, essentially, the strategic depth, you know, that on Dust2. And like, their plans were actually too simple somehow or too repetitive. Yanko pointed out. And that allowed FURIA to really regain control of things. But you see when they have a good plan and they have that confidence, it just doesn't seem like anybody else can replicate. I don't know how you stop them.
Techno tries to get in with his pair, but it's Mzinho's Berettas towards the ramp that dropped the bomb. Obrazera tapping away with the USP. That lets them get close, but look at the delivery. Bomb at his feet. Another couple contenders. 9-10 rests above. Obrazera continues to just throw down inside of the ramp room. It's a triple kill for the newest Mongol. And that is double digits off the second pistol.
He's just facing them. Like he has a teammate up above in heaven. The bomb's running at him because they just want to get that kill, so maybe they can reset, go back downstairs. Doesn't matter. He's there to deathmatch. The attitude is crazy from the kid who's never been here before. An outstanding first series on stage.
2.1 rating on that first map. He's come back to earth a bit, but leaves his mark. That's
what I'm saying. Kinder's definitely been just trying to frag as hard as he can.
One frag and BTarena is already back in, and he's going to be playing main all half long.
They're running a lot. They're really watching.
We saw some solid defense actually from him in the group stage. You know, they may have gotten absolutely slammed back in Krakow on this map, but we saw them kind of practice for this moment within groups once they arrived here in Romania. Show a bit of an uptick, build up the confidence, and then come back at this with newfound confidence and truly give FURIA a challenge. An 11-3 CT lead, map 3. And Blitz is going to shut it down with the MP9. So a little bit of money for the road as the Cobra comes through with a multi-kill. Hell of an effort from Yakindar. Pressure is now on, and it's starting to sink in for the FURIA fans.
Big time. Yeah, Oladoy MP7 T-side on round 15. Never a good sign.
Got to give it credit. You've been awesome, Cluj, for this last match of the day. Nearing midnight and still loud as ever from start to finish on this fourth quarter final. Longest day of Counter-Strike in the calendar. And Yakindar not gonna go down without a fight. Wants to tap back into that promise. Looking for yet another opening kill. He'll catch it. They all will.
Wow.
Serato finds a double kill off the Galil, and so guns make a world of difference. Just when you think this is over, just when you start to doubt, they come through with guns, and it's flawless.
Yeah, Yakinder's still believing. That's a clean couple of kills. Well, the first one was tough, but he used his wits there. Go back outside. He saw someone waiting on Unbreakable, decided not to be part of the upper hit. Knows he got spotted. 910 will grab an op shot. There's an outside chance that he can save this gun, but obviously they're going to be coming full force at him, making it seem like he fell back, and they're not even really looking for him. Okay.
Nice try, buddy.
All right. And 910 still dies.
Stop the save at least. To survive on the side of FURIA, but that was just right into the action, right?
Upper pop, out of the way.
And Yakindar slamming it outside of main.
FURIA now have to do what they hadn't done on Dust2, and that's build momentum on a T-side comeback. Obviously, again, they can do it. Just a matter of if they can.
It's a hell of a challenge, I'll give them that.
Yeah. Big task, especially going up against that second pistol win, right? That kind of leveraged the comeback, made it a lot easier. Now you've got to show your full depth. You got to get away with everything. You got to make no mistakes.
Like that the Mongols remain active. Flashing this 5-7 into the trophy room. Luckily, may miss. Nobody there to punish. Serato gets wind of what's going on, burns it off so that they can't follow through into the lobby crunch and join up with that squeaky push. BTarena tucks into squeaky deep. 5-7 still going to try to come and test this. Serato considering all options, but he straight up loses that duel.
Now they've still got lower to go off of. I mean, every CT is upstairs. So this is totally fine. MongolZ, they don't have wind of this. They didn't have the information or the guns to scout this out.
Now starting to peel away. They hear the grenades popping downstairs. Yuri's on still this late upper lurk.
This makes it a massive chance actually for FURIA to get all the kills.
No kit situation here for the Mongols. You'd say it's impossible, especially now. Yuri, a late arrival into the ramp room, is going to find the 4v2 advantage. Mongols' economy will be completely swept away, while FURIA are given a chance to grow.
Looks like now this will be anything but free. FURIA will pick up another clean victory. Blitz will finally step back from this with his AK. It's a 5th round from FURIA. It's really a drop in the ocean, but At least it's a good-looking one. Again, the trickiest part is just no mistakes. No, you know, you're going to expect a lucky round to come in every once in a while. A double Tech 9 entry into a bomb plant that can score you a win. It's the Mongols. They can pull that out at any time. We even saw that happen on Dust2. Their one round was a half-buy victory. Perfect gameplay is what FURIA need.
And their perfection has been called into question since the start of 2026. They've been able to survive some sketchy situations.
This one goes back to lobby, but this is not an upper pop. The ramp stack is huge. Are they going to take it?
And that AK floats outside. Oh, that's really the big threat of the round, is this spray through from Blitz. It's damage racked up.
Okay, they went low pro into it. Bomb's going to get planted if the spam doesn't come down.
Oh, almost exposed. Hang on, Planter's dead. MongolZ signing up for a spam fight. It's USPs on all, barring, again, that Blitz AK-47. What's the plan here?
I didn't see any roof flashers. I didn't even realize they were going to be taking this, but quick and easy into the site. And now you've just got all these CTs on pistols rotating around. Trying to get behind them.
Serato should be doomed here. Yeah. Rack up the price tags. Piece by piece, they just keep on finding damage. There's another USP dive.
Yeah, for what it's worth, that's kind of huge. MongolZ dies to Blitz once again. The last man standing, AK in hand. That's pretty successful.
Incredibly cost effective. I love that the Mongols peel away. They get that one, challenge in through the bomb plant. That frag grenade's a second sooner, by the way. Bomb gets stopped.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Yeah, then it's really ugly because they don't have a guy on the back of the site. There's no one opposite vent. They aren't actually protecting the site. They really trusted that smoke a lot.
They get it over the line.
And again, that's the no mistakes thing that gets scary, but
sure as hell costs them.
Yeah.
Couple players with $3,000 extra, but that's all FURIA's bank accounts read. Hop on MongolZ. He's going to try to get to the far side of Silo.
It's a double lower start, and actually 9-10 off the secret. This one is coming outside right now.
What are the odds he pushes his luck and tries to take it outer? Happy to have that passive angle for the time being.
You have to stay flexible when the other team is defaulting. They don't have an idea how to spawn necessarily.
Into main they'll go. Oh, that's bomb dropped. Techno queued up from the roof of Hut. It stalls things out for a second. Serato takes it to the head, and then Yuri tries to bring this one back.
Techno, he's going to see this if he looks.
Oh, but he missed that timing, and now Yukindar's crossed.
But the bomb's in a crazy spot right now.
Everybody's in a bit of a tough spot right now.
He wants to protect this, but now he knows they could be coming in from any angle, and they will soon. Mzinho, how can he cover this?
He's just going to wait for that heaven wraparound, and if it does come Mzinho's way...
I'd say they have probably the best spots they could ask for. It's just unnerving.
9-10 starts to activate with this secret push, so there are pieces moving here for the Mongols, but if they move into the wrong spot at the wrong time, they could be doomed. Yuri's able to catch that trade while it's still sat outside. That's the only low health player for FURIA cleaned up. They've got to get this bomb and put it down with 20 seconds.
And that molly did nothing.
Utility's going to completely put Yuri on ice. He's hoping for the Hail Mary spray down.
Oh, they can't afford this, man.
Just can't quite connect it. He could decide to dive, but that would be crazy. And so he's got to write this one off and give MongolZ their 12th round on a silver platter.
Yeah, it's 4 deaths. Yuri, he's going to at least pick up an op, which is actually massive. We're talking about a situation wouldn't have it otherwise. But MongolZ fight him off. They win this round. Money's in a tricky spot here. They got almost everything they need. Minor concessions falling on a Galil. Is going on the floor. I don't know if Serato has an upgrade or if he's on a Tech 9. And that 5-death round versus USPs, that's where this comes to benefit the Mongols when they want to make it a 2 straight finish on CT side. Early op shot. Just maybe a misclick here. Didn't see anything. It won't result in a... It won't speed up a ramp push or anything like that. No big issue.
Given a good amount of space, though, they make it over.
Cobrazera, slight tag. Rotation downstairs. He's low. We'll see. He doesn't like playing these headshot angles passive. He likes to go very front-facing.
Just got to make sure that nobody slipped the net here.
Yeah, he's
so
really worried about it, yeah.
With good reason. They are right behind it, but MongolZ is the guy that possesses the bomb. Let's keep that in mind.
Cobrazera's also got an HE if he wants to drop it behind the smoke.
9-10 could cut this bomb off if they think that they're going to go join their teammates downstairs. And beyond MongolZ, it's just the Tech 9 in front of him, right? KSCERATO right on the brink of death, but a missed opportunity here from 9-10. Cobra goes down. Bomb is still stuck inside of the lobby. MP9 is going to extend into it, and it is the Tech 9 to come through. Now the main peak's about to happen. 9-10's got a challenge coming his way. And this is going to look to still finish on the A site. Blitz bested.
They need to get this planted, and it's fine. MZino's alone.
Wow, what a slow burn round here from FURIA, and it's one that banks on KSCERATO offering a helping hand in through Squeaky with only the sidearm.
And also some very good shoulder peeks to make sure 9-10 can't connect. I don't think they knew he was opposite vent. They had to find a way to push him back slightly. They got what they were looking for, and they survived it. And with 3 up, the money will come back nicely. The op is saved too, so everyone's going to have full utility, all the guns they need. Maybe missing a couple grenades, that's it.
Terrorists win.
They do this 5 rounds, and it's even better than their Dust2 comeback, to be honest. East side of Nuke staring them in the face. That was the freest route to victory. MongolZ got the MZino AK, and that's it. One smoke on Techno. Just don't lose to a force buy here. FURIA, that's all they're looking for.
Starts off well. So much effective damage, though, with a similar buy. Last time MongolZ found themselves in this spot. Let's see if FURIA can get through and build a bit of bank.
They're poking him.
USP kill comes out from Cobrazera.
Techno's going for the AK, but he's going to get caught. Yeah,
trying to sprint it over, hoping Yuri wouldn't have that watchful gaze. KSCERATO. Okay. That's one of those moments.
That's where you just don't use a recoil. You just let it go up.
I was flying up the ladder. Cobrazera just wants one. Just one more. One is already beyond what he should have gotten. He finds the headshot onto Yuri, who hangs on. Majority alive for FURIA as they cut this down to a 4-round gap.
Right. Timeout called. In the money. It's going to be a full-strength buy coming in from both sides. There's been a lot less ramp plays than I was expecting to see from either team in this map so far. But outside control obviously makes sense. And I like that FURIA started off with their upper pop, so MongolZ just perpetually thinking about defending it early.
Four more shots at a knockout blow.
Yeah. Looks like MongolZ kind of missed his window to have a lot of impact in that first half. Got to deliver on the T side right now.
Playing from the bottom of the scoreboard. MongolZ feeling frisky though, but not risky.
Not risky. And if they do turtle up, I think that's where FURIA will just grow, to be honest.
Yep. FURIA have been finding a lot of space outside. 9-10 comes scrambling over towards these secret stairs. And Blitz is going to call the contact, commits to the mowdown.
Ooh, it's a bad spray from Yakinder.
Opens the door for MongolZ's trade at least, not letting that frag go down in vain.
9-10's kind of way back right now, but as long as he stays down in secret, that's just a lot of sweat off the brow. At least MongolZ won't have to think about that. They've got Heaven and Hell covered.
Zinho stepping forward, right into the challenge,
Fallen's
loses
jumping
half
up.
his health. Heaven player side by side now. They don't waste a moment climbing that ladder. Fallen thinking maybe with the bomb? Fallen with the bomb?
Wait, what?
He just gave away the bomb inside of Heaven. They can take this successful fight out into the A side, but you don't have the bomb.
45 seconds and you've got to get up here.
This is going to require a massive recovery. And Techno looking to find a way to cut off the climb up. He got tagged. Oh, the pistol prevails. And they are anticipating the 9-10 secret play, but he sits on the bomb.
He's still the first one to Heaven. They have to come up here and trade right away.
And he's looking for it as they stomp their way up the ladder, back turn, USP, enough. Bomb dropped in front of him.
He's got the AK.
Set ablaze, and the chase comes out from Yuri. Where is he going off to?
He had that molly out. He just had to hold it with the AK. Thought about playing time, got scared, and that's where FURIA struck.
What an awkward sequence inside of Heaven, and one that clearly gets away from the MongolZ. That is everything you could ask for.
Techno even leaving Heaven, you know? Oh my goodness. So frustrated. Obviously, if 9-10 got off of that, got back into Hell or something, he could play some snakes and ladders type situation, but didn't play that one with a lot of confidence, mostly fear.
From multiple MongolZ, same criticism. What a God-given gift for FURIA. MongolZ shaky in their inability to close at the moment. Desert Eagle finds a headshot, sure, but that's it. And you're gonna have FURIA still just breathing down your neck as they get round and rounds closer to forcing us beyond regulation.
Yeah, you can make it close a million times. That won't matter to FURIA. They've always got enough money as long as they're winning to keep on going.
Techno, though, given a duel. Hold on. Whoa! Okay, Serrato signs up for the fight, loses half his health in the process. Two members of FURIA survive that one.
Two more to bring it to overtime. That one wasn't a bye for the MongolZ, so they'll come through full force.
This would be the second calamity in this series for the MongolZ.
Again, this would be an even more impressive comeback for FURIA against the pistol on the T side of Nuke.
3-round CT half for FURIA. MongolZ take the pistol, they convert it. They've had a 1 round beyond that. The one that comes down to time. Guns back in hand. Full round loss bonus for the MongolZ if they lose this, but they don't want to try to bank on that. This will be your best opportunity to shut this comeback down.
This is a matter of depth as well as execution.
Full-blown utility into that upper hit. Yuri sensing this pressure, but the op on a deep angle's got a rifle to support it, and there it is!
Oh.
It's in a matter of milliseconds! The earth trembles in Cluj-Napoca because the MongolZ are picking up speed, and this momentum will run them into the semifinals. They have a chance tomorrow versus their old rivals of Team Vitality.
What an